Movie was jacking me off when I was watching that scene. I kind of felt it. I kind of felt that little story he
So you
told.
felt good?
No.
What?
I felt it as in this movie is really doing that to me right now.
If you don't do it, they will all get sick and die. Bob will die, Kim will die, your wife will die. They will all get sick and die. 1, paralysis of the limbs. 2, refusal of food to the point of starvation. 3, bleeding from the eyes. 4, death. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't worry, you won't get sick. You just gotta stay calm, that's all.
Aggieism. This is a killing of a sacred deer. And this is a weird one, international film here we got.
Weird international film alert.
And we got Martin here, who's the weird main guy. He's pretty evil. And you got the doctor, Colin Farrell. He's got to save his family from the weird guy.
Awkward dialogue alert.
Can you show me the hair under your arms?
Sure.
You haven't got that much.
And there's no deer being killed in this movie, but there is a lot of sex scenes.
Awkward hand job alert. Alert.
A lot of those. Yeah. There you go, guys.
Viewer discretion is advised. All right, today we are going over a review of your movie, The Killing of a Sacred Deer.
Donkey.
Donkey deer. Stupid guy. How about that? A Killing of a Sacred Donkey.
It's your boy, the Logic King.
Yeah, I'm Black Mana.
And let's just go straight to what we liked and what we didn't like about this movie.
What did you like about it?
Not a lot, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's an international film, man. And it's shot that way. There's a lot of unique camera angles, some of which were good.
Yeah, I'd say some of the angles were
Some
pretty
of them?
interesting.
I mean, and the acting, from the main character Martin, who is this crazy, psychotic kid. I thought he played the role very well. The actor, I'm not familiar with him, but he did do a good job there. The acting from the main actor, what's his name?
Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell. Colin Farrell did a good job in this movie as well.
I mean, he's a known good actor.
Right. So I mean, Nicole Kidman. You expect
Nicole Kidman.
You expect these actors to be,
Seasoned
good
veterans
seasoned
here,
veterans,
putting
and
on good performances.
even in a film that's an international film and weird and bizarre, but
Oh man.
I mean, so those were the highlights I thought of the movie, especially the Martin kid. I thought that was because you expect that from the actors. Anything that you like about this movie?
I'm just trying to think.
I mean, there wasn't much.
The-
I'll tell you that.
The acting. The acting was good from the main actors, except for that one girl was horrible. Like her acting was so bad. And I don't know if it was just like the lines or if she's even a bad actor, but it just
yeah.
every
The
line,
daughter.
almost every line that she gave was
Yeah.
like, what's her name, Kim? It was just like, come on now. Bob was a good actor though. The little boy, he was.
Yeah, the
he
boy was
pretty
good. The daughter was just cringy.
It was very
And she looks like that
cringy.
girl off Stranger Things too.
I don't know.
Moving on to what we didn't like about this movie, which is a much longer list.
A
here.
laundry list of things that were not
Okay,
likable.
the camera angles, good. They were the good part of the movie, and they were the bad part of the movie. There's just too many of them. It's like you're watching a movie and you expect to see some normal shots sometimes. Like,
Something.
Give me something normal, at least a little bit. When two people are talking, can I just get a normal one? It's camera angles are always shots so weird, wide shots of like people off center in the screen. It's too much, and it just got to the point towards the end of the movie when you're just like, it's really taken away from the story, the plot, the acting, everything else in the movie.
There wasn't.
Which wasn't, yeah.
Not much plot.
The
in this
plot wasn't
movie.
good to begin with,
It was
but
really dumb.
But it took away from the tension they were trying to build, in my opinion.
Yeah, they were trying to build some tension. The camera angles were dumb. They used a lot of profile shots, a lot of just straight from the side shots of people, like a lot. They used that quite a bit.
They also beat the hell out of the shot walking down the hallway. The hallway shots when people are walking down the hallway, and you notice how that was done like at least 7 or 8 times in the movie. Like at the very beginning of the movie, the scene when he's talking about to do with the watch, and he's walking down.
Oh yeah, they do a lot of
Oh,
walking
my
down the hallway
God.
shots when he's walking down the hallway with his wife Anna.
We'll do an example of it right here, so you guys know what we're talking about.
There's too many unnecessary scenes.
The scenes where they try to build tension, I'd say towards the end of the movie, they were too long. I mean, you try to build tension, I get it, but like when a scene starts to stretch on for too long, you're just like, can it please end? I was watching this movie, I had to say that out loud like 3 times, like, please end this scene, it's too long. The plot in this movie, shit on itself.
The plot is unbelievably stupid.
It's stupid. It starts off with a good premise. I'll give it that. The premise was good. It was good enough to keep me
I
interested.
wouldn't say that.
Yeah?
I would disagree with that.
For me, the premise, it's not something that, I mean, the premise, the way they build to it, the tension that they used to build to the premise, I thought it got me interested in the movie. But once the kind of the tension peaks, the movie just goes to straight garbage, and you know, it's disappointing.
Dialogue in this movie is also really weird. Like, people will say things that you think might lead to something, but it doesn't mean anything. And it's just strange things that are being said. It's like, well, what the heck does that have to do with anything?
You have hairy armpits?
It has nothing. And they just do, that's another thing international movies will do. They'll just have weird stuff like that where it might be something that someone would say in real life, but it serves no purpose in this movie. We know we know what's going on. The guy's weird a little bit. But that's not even
Martin, the character Martin.
That's not even like, I don't know. Some of those scenes just didn't build to anything, and they just show things of like the main character saying weird things, and then Martin saying weird things.
A lot of jerking off going on.
Everybody says weird things in this movie,
and not just a jerk off reference. There's a lot of just getting.
That's international movies too.
Directing just
a lot of weird
off.
Sexual stuff that happens in international movie, like in this
empty
one,
scenes. A lot of those
that you don't even need. It's like, why is that even in here? Who wrote this?
Yeah,
you know?
just a lot of wasted space in this movie, and
it shows.
Yeah,
it really shows.
I think okay, we're gonna do a spoiler here.
Spoilers.
We'll dive more in deep.
If for some reason you want to watch this movie.
We're saving you guys here. We're saving you from watching a terrible movie.
So long and bad.
Now, let's dive
a little bit deeper into this dumpster.
Why in the hell did they not explain the poison?
Was it poison?
Was it
magic?
poison?
Was it voodoo?
Okay, Martin,
was it aliens?
The main dude is mad because his freaking dad was murdered by the surgeon.
It's not really murder.
He wasn't really murder. He just made a mistake that killed his father.
He operated on him while he was maybe drunk.
So Martin somehow poisons this man's family.
Poisoned? We don't even
Poisoned?
know. We don't know. He did something to them, and then...
He some kind of god that can make people go sick anytime he wants?
Nothing. Is this part how this universe works? When you kill somebody, then your family has to atone. You have to... You know what I mean? It's just... Basically, Martin says in order for his family to be okay, he has to sacrifice some family member of him, just like he did. So it's like... That doesn't make any sense. He never goes. Somehow the police aren't involved.
The police aren't involved, which, I mean, like, I just don't. That was to me was the main thing in the movie. If they would have just explained how this man was able to debilitate these fucking family members one by one, not the mom somehow, but all the other ones.
Yeah, the mom and. I don't know. It's like...
If they would have explained that, I could have at least given this maybe 2 more points higher. But
was it the pie or was it the lemonade? They never show them eating anything that he made.
They make it seem like he's poisoning them. Because like, hey, you want some of this? Hey, you want some of that?
Yeah, but then how could he undo it?
Yeah, that's the part.
How would he undo it?
That's the part that made me think it was like psychic or something. Like that, like maybe because then like that scene where he's looking out the window, where she's looking out the window, the daughter, and then he sees Martin, and she's like, "Oh, I can walk again." I'm like, "What the fuck? Why are you jerking me like this?"
This movie just seemed to just not know what it was doing. And yeah, it just had a lot of stuff like that, like missing. Like just the narrative was kind of, it's like, well, what's happening here? And you never find out. The movie ends, and you don't know what's going on.
I don't even know what to say. But the end scene where the dude's just spinning around with the shotgun. That's how you decide to kill your fucking kids?
He kills
your family
by basically spin the bottle. He kills his family with spin the bottle. And then he kills the kid. Are you gonna kill the guy who's been suffering the longest here?
And you're gonna shoot him in the chest, and he's gonna slowly die.
And then what? They don't go to jail for killing their son?
They bury him in the background.
You shot. No one's gonna wonder where he went. You shot him in the chest. No one will wonder what happened to him.
Well, let's. I also want to touch more on the because the plot was garbage. God, it fell on its ass. But let's talk more about the those awkward, weird scenes that really don't do anything. Like the scene where he talks about Jacking off
his dad. That's how you know this sick person made this movie. Like, who puts it in a movie?
This movie was jacking me off when I was watching that scene. I kind of felt it. I kind of felt that little story he
So you
told.
felt good?
No.
What?
I felt it as in this movie is really doing that to me right now.
Jerking? What?
Yes.
Anyways, that shit just didn't make any sense. It was unnecessary.
It was unnecessary.
Completely. Now, you
Although-
might say it's to show how desperate he was to find out if his kid was. It didn't make any sense though, because his kid was telling the truth.
All the weird, rapey kind of scenes with his wife.
He had this weird thing that he had with his wife, where she has to be prone for him to be into it.
It's just all these. I mean, if you like the kind of movie where a lot of awkward shit happens, maybe.
Who would like this? That's
Some
what I'm
people
wondering.
like that.
What is the point of this movie? I don't understand. Like, what is the point here?
I don't know.
Is there? What is it? What's the
That's
point?
a good point. I mean, revenge, but at the end of the day, I don't really think.
An eye for an eye? What's the point of this movie?
There are better movies that do a good job of revenge than this movie. All right, guys. Final score on this piece of crap. Let's say, I mean, this isn't the worst movie I ever saw before, but it's bad.
It's pathetic.
I would advise that you don't watch this movie.
And it's too long.
It's too long. There are much better movies that do a job of tension, revenge, things of that nature, which we'll get into a little bit later. But my final grade on this is about 2.8 out of 10. What about you?
This movie stank. There's no suspense. You're just confused the whole time, and they never answer any questions.
Mm-hmm.
This piece of garbage, I give this a 2.
2.
It's trash.
There you go. We're not too far off.
It's just garbage, man. There's nothing. I never wanted to see this movie
we'll
again.
say this. If you want to see a movie about revenge, maybe a little bit of tension, better action, better plot, I'd recommend I Saw the Devil. Right there.
I'd recommend. I mean, for a pure revenge movie, you could watch Man on Fire, or, you know, how about that other movie we just reviewed, Upgrade? There's some revenge in that movie. Let's try.
There is
Let's try to
revenge.
fit Upgrade into every
Every
because it
single-
was that good.
Every
If you
single
want another
review.
revenge movie, watch Upgrade.
Yeah, but that's about it for this turd wash, guys. I mean,
Garbage.
you know,
Who recommended this to you? A stranger did.
a
so we can't
stranger,
find them
a
and rip on
stranger
them.
dick, and I only remembered it because the name sounded very unique.
Well, you
I
know
thought
what?
it was gonna be more poetic. It was not poetic at all. It was like the opposite of.
This is the type of movie you would never hear about unless someone told you about it because it's that bad.
Don't watch this movie, guys.
It's trash.
Please don't.
No. Stay away.
Stay away.